This pain to cool the love you pump through my
$0 in injuries?
'cause I'm burning.
What, are you worried about the guy who got hit by the train? He's fine. The cars were made out of 100% American steel back in 1949. The golden butterfly. Chat, can you do me a favor and type Kate Tomo 3? I'm watching you. I want this to be the new Twitch spam. It's Mendez! Someone will do it. There you go. That's the new Twitch spam. Instead of eyes emote,
Galloway.
Kate Tomo 3.
Got it, Skipper. Yeah, I'll bring him. He's my partner, after all.
What have we got?
New case. White female dumped in plain sight. In the
Do
grass
not use
near the Hills.
LGW
Hats are
Mlem
all
2.
over.
I don't even like
Captain's
saying it.
trying
The
to
words
fend
are
it
like
off.
ashes in my mouth.
Similar.
First rule of police work is make no assumptions until you've seen the evidence. Skipper wants you to have
The
your
second rule
newspaper
of
face on
police
the
work
side,
is
boy.
it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
I think I know the place where they found the lady. It overlooks Sunset Boulevard. Let's go. I don't need this.
We've only been on the case for 30 seconds. I don't need this.
People went to jail. They think they're untouchable.
See, but Rusty, I'd like you to drive. That's not our car. See, that's the problem, is that that's not our car. So, like, we just go over to this one instead.
You can drive.
You did a decent job on the Henry case, Phelps. Not bad for your first time at bat.
Keep staying out of the way and enabling
Don't
my
go getting
crippling
ahead of
dependency on
yourself.
alcohol, and
There's
we're gonna
one
go far,
clearance
kid.
under your belt. Now it's a new day with a new dead lady that needs our
And
attention.
I'm
No assumptions
feeling
until we see the evidence.
drunk. Da, da,
Right.
da, da,
See, I
da,
knew you were a
da.
fast learner, Phelps. You might get along after all.
The Brown Derby.
Now, boys, you know as much as I do. I'll be holding a press conference once the autopsy has been completed. I have two of
I'll
my
also be
finest
announced.
investigators on the case.
Let's try that again. I'll also be announcing the winner of the Policeman's Best Dressed contest.
Captain,
And the Everyday Heroes
this
winner.
murder and the murder of Celine Henry and of Elizabeth Short, for
So
that
you don't
matter.
believe there's a crazed sex killer at large preying on women?
Boys, be sensible. We have the greatest police force in all the world with the greatest scientific investigators at our disposal. How can any killer continue to beat that?
This guy, he's got all the tools. Is Dan Giesling. You point, you pace, you put your arms to the side, and you hold court on these motherfuckers.
Yeah, right. Any new leads in the Dahlia case?
You gotta make an example out of this guy, though.
Run along, boys, and let these officers get to work. We have God's work to do here, and it can't be delayed.
If this guy was born 60 years later, he'd be like the greatest TED Talk giver of all time.
Another woman sacrificed. Speak to Carruthers. I want daily reports, gentlemen.
Why can't we get any closer?
Detective, I was first on scene. So what's going on over there?
Hello? I want to speak to the murder victim.
Where's baby oil come from?
Clear this area immediately.
I'm the funeral director.
This is a secure area.
And you're dead.
You all need to leave.
Hello, I'd like to speak to whoever was first on the scene.
Ignore the reporters. Just get the juice from the reporting officer in the corner.
Where is the reporting officer? There we go. corner boy. Why is everyone naked?
To what? The Dahlia? I don't think so.
Celine Henry.
That's a closed case. This is probably another sad sack who lost his temper with a broad who wouldn't put out.
Are you a suspect, Rusty?
Watch your mouth, Phelps.
Well, I'll put the bottle in it.
Enough to do without reopening closed cases.
Talk me through it, Mal.
Severely battered, on display. Footprints would indicate that she has been stomped. Size of the footprints would seem to indicate a smallish men's shoe. What size shoe did Mendez wear?
You finished?
No, I'm not. At a glance, I would say strangulation was the cause of death. I'll need to do further tests for semen.
And
taste
your boyfriend.
tests.
If they were married, they'd be at home, not humping out here in Lover's Lane.
You mind if I examine the body?
Be my guest.
I don't like the pose. Well, the footprint says something, I
The
think.
stomping angle in the Henry case. Was it reported in the press?
Sure was. Every detail a copycat would want was there in the story.
Oh, there's a mark on the hand.
Looks like she was tied up.
It does at first, but that would leave a mark on her other wrist, too.
What if they only tied up her right
watch
hand?
might have been torn off.
Is that Louis Riel burned into her shoulder? What a clutch reference to the Métis culture of Canada. It's not lost on me, good sir. I've taken 7th grade history. We're going to talk about the... Yeah, that right there.
Mark is very
distinctive. I'll do some comparisons back at the lab and get back to you.
Looks like it was made by an F-Zero boost pad. Oh.
Cut on a finger.
4th finger, left hand. A wedding or engagement ring. Violently removed.
We got a common MO. I think we're ready. I think we're ready. Deirdre Moeller.
Name. Can you run Deirdre Muller by RNI?
Excuse me,
Back in
Deirdre?
a second.
Parent-Teacher Association. Well, I've lost a lot of sympathy for her now. What about the American currency? That's a 1/6 of a suit right there.
Why not take the money?
I think that's all we got there.
Detectives, RNI says that Deirdre Mahler of 130 North Bonnie Bray was reported missing this morning by her husband.
Well, unfortunately, we can't do anything about that. We're investigating a murder right now.
Grab the husband, take him downtown, and work him over. We could have this wrapped up by lunchtime.
What about not making assumptions and going on the evidence?
LA Noire is getting a switch port? Excuse me? Well, there's still more clues, but I was unable to interact with the footsteps, so. You got something for me?
I was closer, sir. I got the call. Not much more I can tell you.
Okay. I hear no music. Let's go. I thought he just pulled a gun out. I was actually a little frightened there. All right, Rusty.
Such a nice area.
I thought we spoke to the reporting officer. Wasn't it that? Is it this guy? He does have a hat on.
Why can't we get any closer?
Look, Buster, we all have work to do here, and you aren't helping.
You guys got something to say? Other officer? There's infinity officers here. I'm talking to all of them. They say I don't have much to tell you. What about the photographer?
Another day, another dollar.
You want nice, pretty pictures for your case report? Sure you do. So leave me alone.
Alley-oop. Dude, we are out of officers. Unless these guys have got something to say.
But it really worked.
Is somebody this is a crime scene. All of you move along.
Look, I think we got enough. Rusty's given up.
Can you drive to this one?
Fine. Where are we headed?
You also thought the spark was unsavable? That's true.
There still might be some play in the boyfriend angle.
I thought we were on our way to lock up the husband.
If he doesn't work out, that is.
Deirdre Muller has suffered enough. More than enough. You shouldn't
Watch
make
out,
disparaging comments
Rusty!
about her without
Almost
even
took us
slightest
over the
inkling of what she was
escarpment.
like.
She was a woman, wasn't she?
Wow.
No, around about my third divorce, I realized women might not be the pure angels we imagine.
She was always saying, hey, don't drink so much. Hey, can you not drink so much? I was drinking that.
She's a woman.
She's the mother of my children.
You're a father, Cole? But don't tell me your eye don't bend.
Especially after
This
a few
conversation
drinks.
is over.
Rusty is a garbage human. What was our last guy's name? You know, he was a little rough around the edges, but I think he had his head screwed on straight. This guy's just he's an asshole. Bukowski, yeah. How did this guy solve any cases before
Phelps and
we
Galloway,
came on the scene?
LAPD. Is your father home?
He'll be home soon. He's been out looking for Mommy.
Father's
What's
been
your
away
name?
for a very long
Michelle
time.
Rose Mahler?
We didn't
we
like
come in?
Father, did we?
Suppose so.
Thank you. Could you have a seat for me, Michelle? We're gonna have a
Hey, mind if I smoke in your kid?
He'll be back any moment. Just sit tight.
Occupations, household arts. Hey kid, listen. Your dad have any cupboards around anywhere?
Don't think this is any use to us.
Cabinets filled with suspicious looking brown liquids. I'm jonesing. What about this? No? Okay. Separate bedrooms. Shoes. There we go. Size 8.
Work boots.
Open and shut case. Holy Bible. Well, maybe I've misjudged him. Oh, she left in the middle of chopping carrots, dude. Yeah, that's what I wanted to pick up. Definitely did not want to pick up the knife. I was making my trademark butter, cucumber, carrot, and lemon salad. It's the world's loudest ceiling fan.
I don't think so.
It's like the ideal placeholder grocery bag. Look at that. Some Swiss chard, a whole baguette, 4 carrots, cob of corn. What else we got in there? A single gourd. Oh, that's the big one right there.
Doesn't tell me anything.
What do you mean? Don't forget, Mom's birthday on the 16th. So someone lives here called on the 16th. See you later, Rusty. What about the violin? It's kind of a weird thing to leave out. Look, Phelps has not yet said this is not relevant. It's not a tuba. Don't cuphead me. Check the lion blind emote. Give me 1 sec here. I gotta see. Drac probably just made it, tweeted it. Give me a second. Give me a second. Where's my Drac at? Twitter.com/Dracula Fetus. That's pretty good. That's me with no eyes. I'm just worried that it would get too much use. That's the principal problem with it. It would be great for me on a commercial level, but is it fair to the rest of Twitch.tv to unleash Lion Blind on them? Because you might think that I'm like the world's saltiest streamer. I actually get 0% salty. I'm salt proof. You've been watching me play Cuphead, in theory at least. I don't get salty. I only get salty when people suggest making 18 peanut butter sandwiches and then putting them in the refrigerator so that they don't have to spend 18 seconds making lunch. Every other streamer, though, is now going to be subject to that weapon of mass salt. Anyone else, you go, hey, have you considered using your attack button? Go get out of my chat! I don't allow backseating in my chat. You'll consider using the attack button. I'm just going to keep doing what I've been doing, jump on his head 80 times. Anyway. You got to search the desk. Oh, yeah. Gotta search the desk. That's the ticket. You gotta search. See, okay, you gotta. No. That wasn't a subtweeted Austin. You gotta search the desk is the thing. It's another Tiffany. It's a Tiffany killer.
No sign of a wedding ring. Elgin wristwatch. Probably the same
Juicy
one
couture.
snatched from her body.
Let's go. That's all we got there? No. I can feel the white crystals forming already. Forgot to use the crystals. Alright. Can't tell if there's music, because I turned it down so low. Better make damn sure you got all the information before you sit in that chair.
Trying to find her.
Cole Phelps doesn't get up once he sits down.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Michelle, but your mother is dead.
Doubt.
Do you think you could answer a few questions for us?
Try.
When did you last see your mother?
Yesterday afternoon. I went to a dance at Belmont High.
Booker!
Mommy was supposed to pick me up, but she didn't show.
So what did you do then?
I was upset. Daddy came instead.
Ooh, okay. Let's think about this. That's gotta be a doubt. Look, this kid's a pushover.
So you were hanging around the school for quite a while. What happened with your father?
I don't know.
Cole Phelps is gonna chew her up and spit her out.
Called and finally he answered. He came straight away then.
Your mom and dad are happily married?
What are you saying? Of course they are.
Oh, get doubted. Pardon me. Well, I mean, that's a doubt.
They weren't happy.
Let's
were they,
go.
Michelle? Did your father ever
Thank you
hit
for the
your mother?
blesses, chat.
Just the once. She said she would leave him if he ever did it again. He bought her a brooch pin to make up for it.
He's a pretty stand-up
She
gent.
always wore her golden butterfly.
Some of your mother's jewelry was missing. Can you describe her things?
Ring, a watch. I never paid much attention to that stuff.
I'm watching. I think she's telling the truth. But what about the butterfly brooch? She just said a ring and a watch. She says a ring and watch. What about the butterfly brooch? What about the butterfly brooch?
Why don't you tell the truth, Michelle? Something really bugs you about your mother's jewelry.
You really are horrible, you know that? What makes you think that?
What about the butterfly? Where's the butterfly brooch? But like, this doesn't seem right. This doesn't seem right. Oh no!
Her time fussing over herself. There wasn't much time left for me and Daddy.
Thanks, Miss Muller. You've been very brave.
Hey, what gives?
Daddy,
I was out getting my head enlarged.
I'll talk to the police.
Daddy, Mommy is gone.
Go to your room, young lady.
You're
She's
grounded.
not even out of school. You can't come in here interrogating her like she's
Your
some
wife
kind
was
of...
found murdered this morning.
Found? What? But she only...
We have some questions that we would like to ask you.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I'll do my best.
Lie. What is this sketch?
What size shoe do you wear, Mr. Muller?
Why do you ask?
It's routine, sir. Simple process of elimination.
9s, I think.
Oh, you are a baby.
Why are you lying to me, Mr. Muller?
That question was a test.
Why would I lie to you at a time like this?
You wear size 8s, you joker.
That's funny. The work boots we found here are size 8s.
Look at that.
Why lie about it?
We just
if you've
caught
got
you in an
nothing to hide?
innocuous lie. It undermines your
Because I
entire
was confused
integrity.
about the size of my feet. You know, small feet, small...
Always been true in my experience.
Rusty, not helping. Those are my daughter's work boots.
So you were here all night. You stayed in while your wife went out to pick up your daughter?
Yes, that's correct.
That's a lie, Rusty. The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
You should come clean if you're having an affair or if there's something going on.
I told you I was here. Were you saying I wasn't?
You weren't here.
So why did you take so long to answer the phone when your daughter called?
Okay, I went out for a while. I was driving around. It's my way of relaxing.
Burn a few gallons of fossil fuel just recreationally. What's the harm?
You phoned in a missing persons report this morning?
Yeah, that's right. My wife didn't come home last night. She left around 9:30. Michelle was out at dance. She called me to let me know that Deidre didn't turn up.
Ooh, I mean, obviously something's not right here. Because he is chewing scenery. But, that doesn't make sense. 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 I think this is a doubt.
Did your wife ever go out by herself? To bars? Nightclubs?
No. What are you suggesting? You suggesting my wife's loose? Now is not the time.
I already told you I got a small dick.
Your
It's
daughter
not
said you were having
conceivable.
an argument. We argued about who would pick up Michelle. I worked a full day. I wanted to come home, put my feet up.
My tiny, child-sized feet.
Your wife was beaten and then strangled. In your case, you have no alibi and a history of violence towards your wife.
That's not true, god damn it.
That's a lie, Rusty.
It is true, Hugo. You're a violent man. You try to keep a lid on it at home.
Public enemy number one. Understand?
Your daughter and your wife were scared of you.
You don't know anything about me.
Yeah, the brooch because of the domestic violence incident.
I know about the golden butterfly, Hugo, and how you bought your wife off the last time you heard her.
She liked to spend money, all right? Dresses, jewelry, her hair. It drove me goddamn crazy. Do I look like a Rockefeller?
So I hit her, and then I bought her some jewelry. Did you see the size of Rusty's hand?
Bad idea, Hugo.
He had a baby's hand.
Make some arrangements for your daughter, and then present yourself to Central Station for questioning.
You gotta be kidding me, Phelps. Put the cuffs on him.
This is an outrage. I didn't kill my wife.
Your daughter is in the next room, Mueller, so I'm giving you a break. Don't make me change my mind, and don't make me come looking for you.
And get Rusty a fucking drink. He's been sitting here drying out for 45 minutes.
We should go back in there and bust his ass.
Yeah, maybe we'll go back in there and wait for your face texture to load.
Canvass the neighbors. 2, we have motive of domestic violence, which probably goes for half the men in LA. 3, we have no evidence tying him to the crime scene.
Hey!
Detective!
Hey, I shot that lady! It's me! The Black
Yes,
Dahlia
ma'am.
killer!
I heard the terrible news over the radio.
And you can help us with our inquiries?
Yes, sir. They had a row last night. I heard Mrs. Mueller screaming.
Did you see Mrs. Mueller come home late last night at all?
No, not at all. I did see Mr. Mueller put something in the incinerator earlier this morning.
I've been watching a lot of this 50 Ways to Kill Your Lover show.
Into a cell.
This is
Look,
a pretty bad
there
sign.
he is
There he
now.
goes. Dude, what do you think is going to
Step away
happen
from the
here?
incinerator. Don't let him get away.
Okay, but no shooting. We need this guy to make the case.
Look who's talking. He's taking some long strides, man. Oh, Cole Phelps, Super Cop. Hey, it's a bloody shoe.
This doesn't look good, Hugo.
I can explain the blood.
Get him booked in at Central, officer. Then put him in an interview room. We'll be speaking with him later. And inform the cap.
Yes, sir, Detective.
And get Rusty
Someone
a
you can
drink.
call, miss?
I don't want home and
You need somewhere to stay, Michelle. You have other family? Grandparents? Aunts or uncle?
call Aunt Helen, but she lives in Bakersfield and
Call her.
I really want to be an
get
actress, so
someone down
this
here
is
from
where I
Juvenile
should
Hall
be
to
right
talk to
now,
you.
and
We ought to get some uniforms down here, clean up, take care of the kid.
get down on the ground. Wait, maybe we have to phone something in? We get anything worth phoning about?
Galloway, Homicide Division, badge number 564.
Go ahead, Detective Unit.
Did we get Ray Pink?
Hey, I just wanted to say hi.
Into a house at 130 North Bonnie Bray Street.
How can I help, Detective?
Send someone down from Juvenile Hall.
I
to
need an
look
address
after
on a
young lady.
Belmont High School.
Checking for you, Detective. Belmont High, 1575 West 2nd Street.
Thanks.
Rusty's on Amazon now ordering a handle of Jim Beam. No, you drive. You drive.
Got it, KGPL.
You know the way. You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
The high school and its adjoining playing fields.
I'm surprised, you know. I didn't make the husband for it.
Always make the husband, Phelps. 9 times out of 10, it's the closest person to the Vic who does the deed. God knows.
Rusty's
I wanted
too sober to
kill
drive?
someone in my day.
Oh, he brought
Lex
his flask.
parsimony,
What?
The law of parsimony. Occam's razor. The simplest
I'm
explanation
a
is most
chick
likely
man
the
myself.
correct one.
Yeah, you
Phelps.
could have said that without getting all liturgical on me.
I'll try to dumb things down from now on.
Appreciate it. And try this one on for size. Rusty's razor.
How's that go?
You blame the guy that's banging her.
Hell
Ah,
yeah.
of course. The famous Lex Ignoramus.
Closes cases, Cole. Puts a lot of people away.
Rusty, could you give some space to the guy in front of you, please? Could you give him a little breathing room?
Saturday's the spring unveiling, Emmy. It's the first season since fabric rationing's over. We have to go. I told you I can't Saturday. I'm busy. Busy where? You're going on another drive with Davy Gardner, aren't you? So what if I am?
Go, Phelps. I'll take the car and see if
What
I can
the-
cut him off.
What the heck, man? Oh, the dirty little ladder trap. You gotta jump the hurdles, come on. We're almost in Super Cop range. Oh, I think we're in range. Get ready. Oh, you're lucky there's turns in the way.
There he is. See him?
He almost got tagged. I was looking forward to that. Oh, closing the gap.
He looks dangerous.
Here we go. Super Cop on an open field. Terminator arms. Terminator arms. Let's go.
Car 11K, car 11K, come in.
11K, go ahead.
11K, see the janitor. A green 1946 coupe registered to a Mrs. Hugo Moeller has been found in the parking lot adjoining the Belmont High School and playing fields. 11K, code 2.
Thanks for your help as always, Rusty.
What's your name?
Who's asking?
My name is, Par Kinglot. Yeah, that's it.
You've been in trouble with the law before, Eli?
Some.
What are you doing around here?
I like to keep an eye on the children.
Strictly paternal, is it, Eli?
Don't sass me, boy.
A woman was abducted here last night, Eli, and murdered.
And I would love to make you for that, you Okie motherfucker.
Well, I wouldn't know nothing about that. A woman, you say? I like 'em a little younger than that.
Turn out your pockets, Eli.
Wow, what a
Why would
weirdo.
I do that?
Because I'm about to break your fucking skull, Eli.
You're under arrest, Eli.
This is a bad sign, my dude.
Trouble. Get some backup down here, Rusty. We need to get this one downtown and into a
Get some backup down here, Rusty. I'm trying to find the spot on the butterfly that allows me to progress the case.
Red carpet.
See, I thought you could just find the right spot on this thing. That maybe, okay. You know what? I'm gonna take your word for it.
What time did you see the person park the car?
Late last night, after school social, maybe 1 a.m. I've been keeping a good eye out lately. We've had problems with the child molester.
Well, we've solved
Eli
that for you.
Rooney. We've met him.
Filthy son of a bitch. He was here yesterday before the dance.
Was it him you saw park the car?
I don't know, sir. I'd like to say yes, but the truth is it was pretty dark.
Would you say Rooney is violent?
Yes, sir. I would say so, yes.
Thanks
The
for your
military man. And now he just runs, and we go, book him! Alright.
This is the car?
Yes, sir, Detective.
Have you looked it over?
Superficially. I was told to wait for you guys.
Thanks. We'll take it from here. Advice?
All right. Search the car for physical evidence.
Yeah, it's like a little bit of a problem. Like, it's the murder weapon and the rope that matches the ligature mark on her neck. It's a Chrysler, could be important. Just another open and shut case.
Blood and skin samples. We better get Ray Pinker out here.
You can never be too sure, though. A woman's outfit.
Overalls are stenciled HM. Mueller isn't.
With the initials of the victim.
I wonder what Eli does for a living.
Did we get the clue for this one? Because, like... I mean, obviously we should. Because there's the blood. It's a tough one, Rusty. What do you think? I still think it was the boyfriend. All I know is that in some way it was the victim's fault, one way or the other. No! A phone box.
Phelps, 1247.
That's right, Rusty's razor.
How can I help, Detective?
I need interrogation set up at Central for both suspects being held in the Muller homicide case.
Certainly, Detective. I'll get in touch with the watch commander.
Thanks, ma'am.
Gior Mormont? You drive.
You can drive.
I mean, I guess we should go to the morgue before we
headed?
interrogate.
I say we make Rooney for this. I think we should lay it on him.
Rusty's
He was
razor,
near the
too.
car, he had her jewelry. The DA will love him for it.
Even if he didn't do it?
Who cares whether he did it? You have kids, Phelps? He needs to be taken permanently out of harm's way.
And we let Muller slide?
For a while. He gets a free pass for now.
We're actually suggesting leaving the dude who appears... Well, I don't know, they both appear to have done the murder. That's a good point. I guess I would assume it's probably more likely to be Eli right now. But who knows? Maybe he's being framed. We gotta check. They could have done it together. I suppose that's true. I like this guy.
Well,
He's like actually the highest
thanks for
tier
coming.
character in the game.
Can you blood type the shoes that we bagged and see if they're a match?
Sure. It'll all be in the report, but I'm assuming you want the details now?
Please. Cause of death is strangulation?
Correct. Take a look at the samples on the bench.
Couldn't you just show me the samples on the bench? I mean, it's this one. You see, but like the thing is, it's
What are the
that
normal
one.
uses for that kind of rope?
On boats, mooring lines.
Correct. Although Ray says that they're sometimes used as bell ropes in churches.
That's it. Okay, I will go through the motions. What about these ones, officer?
So are we looking for a sailor or a minister?
Well, in my experience, sailors seem to have the greater libido.
Was Mrs. Muller criminally attacked?
No external or internal traces of semen.
Thanks, Mal. Anything else comes up, you let us know.
Yeah, I'm the seaman guy. Always asking questions about the semen. No semen in her liver either. I mean, there's still, it says there's clues here. But what does criminally attacked mean? Was she criminally attacked? What do you mean match the rope? It's the easiest thing in the world. It's the bottom rope. And then look at the body. Oh, okay. I went to the other side of the body, left clicked, and it was like, nah. You gotta be on this side of the body. Of course. What was I thinking? Okay. Give me the rope, please. This one. I don't understand what you're asking me. Can I investigate her organ? That's just a body, all right. You got to look at the books. Yeah. Yeah, it's the thing. You got to look at the books. Books? Did somebody say books when they meant to write boobs? I'm out of here. I didn't sign up to do the coroner's job.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
And where exactly are we going?
The police station. You remember where that is?
You're behind the wheel.
Not exactly the happiest of places, the coroner's office.
Carruthers is a good man.
Whoa,
Professional,
Rusty.
If you're working with a pro, it's easy to overlook the grim realities of a place like that.
Funny job, that. The coroner's.
How so?
You know, you don't want them enjoying their work too much. The wrong kind of man can get awfully lonely rattling around a joint full of corpses.
Rusty, what is
Rusty,
wrong
that's like
with
something
you?
out of the pulps.
You been reading the same ones as me?
I thought you were usually too drunk to get through a magazine.
You know, if I close one eye and squint, you can just about make
What
out the...
on earth are you doing? What do you mean Rusty has a point? Just because the dude's a coroner, you assume he's a necrophiliac? Charge a suspect with murder.
Better not go soft on me in here, Phelps.
We'll work the evidence, Rusty. Let him do the rest.
Speak to me. Where are the
ready?
suspects?
Bowler's in 2 and the pervert's in 1. Get in there and get a conviction.
Is the Red Skull the current president? That presidential portrait is actually Guy Pearce from Prometheus. Okay. Interview room 1 is Eli. We're gonna go Eli
We're
first.
on our way to interview Eli Rooney.
Yes, Phelps, I know. This particular fiend is an old acquaintance. I have tried to reaffirm his belief in a wrathful and terrible God. Whichever way it goes, I'll be dealing personally with him.
Well,
You look like you've had it rough.
You see me asking for your sympathy, boy?
it's me, grown-up Ferguson from Clarissa Explains It All.
You down on your luck, Eli?
I had worse. My family ate roadkill during the Dust Bowl.
But you have a job. A parolee has to have a job, correct?
I had me a job down in San Pedro. I'm looking for something new.
All right, I mean, that's a doubt and a half. We got to give him a doubt because we have no evidence that ties him to not having a job.
This place you worked have a name?
Hennessy Marine.
Ooh.
You can't misplace big yellow letters HM out front.
You know what happens when you assume.
Eli?
Sure. Green coverall. Dang thing was hot. Felt like I was back in the pen wearing it.
Interesting. Seems like the husband probably did it, except what's up with the rope and the
You
tire
ever
iron?
tie up any of your victims, Eli?
It's not a nice thing to go calling them.
What would you call them?
I can't say. I learned a long time ago not to go talking about the things I like. Talking about it just seems to get people's dander up.
Answer the goddamn question, Rooney, before I brain you.
See what I mean? Short answer is yes.
You have any preference regarding rope, Eli?
I know a good rope from a bad rope, if that's what you mean. That's not what you mean, is it? Any old rope will do me fine.
I think he's telling the truth. He's not breaking eye contact. He's not breaking eye contact. That's a truth right there.
Farm boy like you, Eli, must prefer McGay for roping. Am I right?
I prefer braid. Tie, hitch, and braid. It stays tied.
You killed Mrs. Muller and stole her jewelry.
I have
That
become a
ain't so.
super cop.
Ain't done nothing like that.
I mean, we gotta throw in a lie here because you did have her jewelry on you. What about the tire iron? That's more of an ask. That's a tire iron lie.
You're a liar, Eli. You needed the money, so you killed her.
I've been around some, son. You got some evidence that proves I stole that butterfly from that woman?
Not the tire iron, the brooch. The only reason, I mean, I was with you. He gave us the brooch and it looked ridiculous. However, this dude, in the notes, it doesn't say anything about this guy, which is why I found myself somewhat suspicious. And we already used this for to get the husband in here. What is it, a brooch? I don't know, I'm not 100 years old.
I done told you I found that pretty thing.
Look at that, we found the brooch. The brooch.
I don't like you, Eli. I think you're an evil man. I think you try to pass.
You're so
off the
smart,
pain.
chat. Why didn't I get 3 out of 3?
I can't make you for this case, but my consolation is that I don't think you will be out of prison for very long.
You can count on it, shitbird. By the way, Eli, the captain and the Hat Squad would like to talk to you next. Any idea what they might want to talk about? For my money, Hugo Muller's our #1 suspect. The evidence is solid.
Chat ruined it?
I think it's time
I mean, I trusted them, and that was my first mistake.
Right through the red light that you never saw.
I don't think he's the killer, dude. I think he actually found it, and then her husband murdered her. Or in timeline, vice versa.
Your next-door neighbor heard screaming coming from your house. You were burning your blood-stained shoes. You have no one who can confirm your whereabouts last night. Your daughter says you're a violent man. We have everything we need to send you to death row, and all you have to say for yourself is, I didn't do it.
I swear I didn't kill her. Give me that lie test. I can prove it.
All right, all right.
Why did you
Why
burn
you
your
burning your
shoes,
shoes, dude?
Hugo?
Did you kill the other lady?
I knew you'd never believe me.
I mean, this is a doubt. We have no evidence. We just gotta doubt it.
Are you going to tell me
what
I want to
in
know?
the
Or do
world?
we have to take it out of you in lumps.
Give it your best shot. I can take whatever you're throwing.
That time I said doubt before Chad even said doubt. Chad and I are in the same boat. How is that not a doubt? The dude was burning his shoes, and he's like, you never believe what really happened. What are we supposed to do? What's the evidence? That his shoes are the same size as the shoes that were found on the crime scene? We already hit him with that.
Your wife was beaten with a tire iron, Hugo. An appropriate choice of tool for a mechanic.
I know nothing about any tire iron.
Okay, let's think about this. He knows nothing about a tire iron. I mean, there's tire iron, but there's also doubt on this one. Vote 1 if you think it's tire iron. Vote 2 if you think it's doubt. Don't say 3. 3 doesn't help. It's pretty close, but I think we got more doubts than anything else. That's his car? Well, it says it's her car. I don't know, dude. I think it's pretty close. I'm going to use an intuition point. Hot and fresh out the kitchen point. I'm already asking the community, aren't I? Like... Alright, community says lie.
You're lying, Hugo. You're gonna have to come clean on this.
You got no proof.
Tire iron boys.
Your wife drove a
Let's
Chevrolet,
go.
Hugo. What make of car do you drive?
A Chrysler Airflow.
So I guess that explains why the tire iron that killed your wife came from a Chrysler.
This guy might be the worst liar in human history.
Do you know anything about ropes, Hugo?
As much as the next man. I was a scout. I learned some more in the army.
Man, he's bad. Well, I guess we would... Oh, it was in her car, so let's go lie, rope.
Your wife was strangled with a braided rope, which we found in the trunk of her car. I think you bought that rope specifically to strangle her.
You can think whatever you want. But that rope has nothing to do with me.
Chad says no. The rope was in her car. There's no evidence. Abort the lie.
Looks like I made a mistake.
That's my mistake, sir. It takes a big man to admit his folly.
Do you know anything about
it? Is not truth! I'm mad!
Some. They're mainly used for mooring lines, hawsers, you know, that kind of stuff. We don't have much use for them in the machine shop. We use chain hoists.
Chat, I'm minimizing you. Get minimized.
We found your wife's car. Someone parked it at the school late last night. Do you have anything to say about that?
It wasn't me.
But they got you on the camera.
I keep them at work.
Fingerprints on the handle. Got tire iron in the boot. What do you mean we said doubt? Literally like 80% of chat said truth. Get lied, son.
Enough lies, Hugo. Your overalls put you at the scene of the crime last night.
My overalls are in the laundry of my house.
Not true. Not true, sir.
Green overalls, bloodstained, with the initials HM found in the trunk of your wife's car.
They can't be mine.
Why, Hugo? Because if they were yours, they'd be in the incinerator too?
That's actually kind of a valid point, Rusty. I don't know if we have enough, dude. Tire iron matches his car. Bloody coveralls. His alibi sucks. HM was the other guy's workplace. Now, I agree with
We're
that.
letting you go for now, Muller. Go home and see your daughter. And work on your story. It's got more holes than a batting cage.
That's the guy. Detective. That's him. That's the guy who parked the car. I'm sure of it.
Oh, get him!
Hey, he's getting away.
That's not true. I can't go to jail.
Rusty!
Phelps, you gotta get
What?
me closer.
He drove through that man.
Hit him. Clean this asshole off the road.
He actually drove through the guy. Okay, that one was my bad.
Hit him, Cole. Spin him out.
It's kind of hard. The cars go about 15 miles an hour.
Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
What on earth was that? Oh, okay. His car's made out of adamantium.
Keep it on the road, goddammit.
Well, Rusty. Whoa, my God!
We got lucky, Russ.
You and your goddamn Latin, Phelps.
It ends here, Hugo. Once we get the janitor's statement, you'll be staring down a murder charge.
Give it up, LAPD.
So the car chases always last until they get hit by a piece of public transport. I still didn't do it, Phelps. You gotta believe me.
have to say I'm disappointed. I stood in front of a troop of reporters and made promises. Promises of swift and fearful retribution, and you bring me an armful of vagary and happenstance.
Pardon me?
You made the department look bad, lad.
How so?
Do it again and your career as a policeman will come to an abrupt and ignominious end.
How?
You two are back on the streets. Find street criminals, roust them, beat them, and restore some fervor to your police work. Your next case will come when you've revived my faith in your abilities. Now get out of here!
I caught the murderer! You didn't convict the pedophile? I didn't need to convict the pedophile because the dude was guilty. How did I convict the wrong guy? He ran away when accused.
Belt, we captured 2 regular army. Lieutenant! Belt, we've been over this. That sniper barely missed you back on the beach. Until the mission is over, there'll be no more saluting or signs of rank.
I'm in charge here, Medier.
Do you wish to interrogate the prisoners?
No, they're beat. Why they look so sullen?
Is that guy wearing a
Wondering
jukebox
why
on
we
his
haven't
back?
killed them yet. There's no greater shame than being taken prisoner.
Get this, Golden Boy actually seems to know what he's doing.
He's like, I'm not
gonna talk to you, foreigner. And we say, I've seen all of the Japanese animes. You'll speak to me as an
To
equal.
remind him of his place. His shame was the tone of voice that he used with a superior. I respect the Japanese, Corporal.
Respect, we're here to kill the sons of bitches.
Do you know why we are fighting the Japanese, Private?
With respect, sir, these bastards attacked Pearl Harbor.
And why did they attack Pearl, Private?
Because they hate the US of A and our way of life.
They attacked the U.S. because we cut off their oil. What would we do if another country denied us the gas to run our cars?
Look, there's bad people on both sides. That's all Cole Phelps is trying to say.